What?
What about her?
She is simply a lover I had on the side.
You disgust me.
The Empress has the same.
Well,
Not
that
common.
disgusts me too.
Raphael winks.
If you happen to notice, that disgusts me too.
Raphael winks again.
Like, you can be disgusted, or you can be disgusted all you want, but one of your companions is helping with this.
I believe what
Can't change reality.
reality is not of cheating and not.
Apparently it is.
No, it's not.
Well,
It's low.
it might be low, but it's still the reality of the situation.
Not in my reality.
Raphael
Then
sort
you-
of
then you-
rolls
then
his
you
eyes
react-
a little bit. Although I do appreciate such enlightening moral discussions about the essence of reality.
I will note, I'm not happily doing this. Part of me wants to rip you to shreds. Admittedly, another part of me says I don't want to. I'm not sure
Well, you
why.
failed spectacularly last time you tried. I am, after all, Raphael.
Archmage, get rid of this goddamn spell. I want to kill him.
Now we're talking.
The Archmage smiles.
So he basically yells with a quite terrifying voice, "Shut it!"
Raphael sighs, leans back against the wall.
How's your father, by the way?
Well, he's quite fine. You know, he happened to give me this, and she shows.
He did train you in the art of bust warfare.
He actually just taught me because apparently someone jumped in through his window and got hit in the head with this.
I wonder who that.
Raphael snickers.
I wonder who that could be. He reaches up to clearly a head wound.
You know what? That's pathetic. My father's not even trained in fighting.
I wasn't prepared for him to fight back.
Why did you even cut a crown in my window?
Have you never heard of being dramatic, darling?
You are
call me
failing
darling.
spectacularly to be dramatic. You are quite possibly the most pathetic man when it comes to dramaticisms.
Don't call me that, King.
You're coming. You must be one of the most mad people when it comes to it. You're voluntarily going with the Empress for this.
He smiles, nods. I quite enjoy it, actually.
Has she thrown you into a window yet?
She tried. She has broken my ribs a few times.
Phil, consider yourself lucky. I've already been thrown off the top floor by this point. I would have.
Raphael winks. It's a matter of skill, my dear.
Would you like to be reminded of certain kinds of skills?
I don't know. Do you have any? I haven't seen any so far. I mean,
He's kind of missing his equipment for certain skills.
he's still sitting in his underwear.
Was he hitting on you?
Oh, he's hitting on me. Oh!
Oh, he
Yeah.
wants to show you some
Well, hello,
skills.
Kingy. Can I call you Kingy?
If you must.
Raphael produces a rose.
I would take it, but my hands are kind of glued together.
Alas, you will put it on near him so he can see it.
Not undo my hands, by the way. It's very uncomfortable.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can. I think only Laurel can actually undo that.
Pretty much.
I can stop pulling, but I don't think.
Raphael gets a little message in his mind from the Archmage. Well, technically more than one can, but oh no, I think I've misplaced it.
It just takes universal solvent. It
Yeah.
costs like 50 gold to buy.
I don't know that.
Anyway,
I haven't seen the crazy shit Laurel does.
Also, it's a wondrous item.
Yeah, you can buy it for 50 gold. I don't
Anyway,
see a
why-
problem.
why did you end up doing all this? Out of hate?
Fun.
Or what?
What's it called in English? Betray your wife? Betray everyone? Join a witch?
Madness, spite.
His literal being is evil.
Ambition.
so-
Do you really think the Empress is the best thing for this land? She was never meant for that throne, and she cannot handle it. Under her rule, this empire will burn and crumble in ways far worse than anything the witch bothered putting together.
It certainly will if you keep betraying her, you complete idiot.
So it will detect lawful on him.
He's lawful.
He's lawful evil then.
He's worshipping hell.
He's
Yeah, I
he's
just want to
in
make sure
Simobius.
what part of hell. So he suddenly lights up with wide eyes and looking at him. I can see what kind of man you are. What you would want for this city is far worse.
I could be less concerned about the politics of the city. What I want is what I want to do is avoid the storm that the Empress is bringing.
Then why go against her? Why not fight beside her? Try to help her.
I'm not because I don't believe in what the Empress is planning to do.
Are you aware that the Empress most of the time seems to have been mind controlled by the witch? So the weird erratic stuff she has actually done has been under the influence of that witch.
He looks to you wide-eyed.
My God, man, I did not know.
The sacking of the elven Viceroy's Isles, that was seemingly the witch controlling her. Trying to destroy some Imperial arm and collapse the whole damn city was her.
He looks to you like he wants to comment.
Even
That seems to be a loss for words.
And that is where a husband would have been good to have.
But instead you consorted with the witch, ran her errands, and you blamed the Empress that she couldn't rule a kingdom that you yourself was unwilling to help her rule. It is certainly easy to stand down there and just...
It's not for a lack of trying. Originally, I did try and help the Empress rule. Didn't work.
And why not?
Because whenever I get involved, the Empress gave me the lovely comment that she didn't want my help and then threw me out the window.
Raphael frowns.
The old servants can vouch for this.
The mind control has been, or had been going for
What do
years.
you-
It is just in the last couple of months we've been able to break it.
What is the name of that place they kept the prince?
The Arkland Imperial Fortress.
Do you know of that place?
Of course, I managed a troop there for years.
Do you know who was locked in there?
Then we didn't keep prisoners there. The outer area was not used. We haven't been in danger at the capital.
So you know nothing of what was happening down there?
Down where? There isn't. He's looking really. He's looking like almost like you're the mad one now.
Looks like he doesn't know that part. I don't know if I'm relieved or not. Do you know what is happening to the graves?
What graves?
He doesn't, I don't think he has access to the...
Yeah,
No,
he
but
doesn't have
the
access to
witch
capital.
must have told him stuff.
I
Why
think-
don't we just ask him that? What has the witch told you?
Yeah, what was the witch's plan? Like, what did she
Just-
tell you to sell it into you, so you actually worked for her?
The witch's final plan was simple: remove the empress and every trace of her from the throne, keep her family or a new family from taking the throne, and let everything be divided back up into individual duchies again.
Why does she
And
want
you-
that?
And you believed her? A creature with such a track record?
I'm afraid I was put in a bit of a corner.
Out of character. From like everything that we know about her, she just targets the Imperial family. This recent huge battle in the city was the closest that it ever came to killing innocents between her and the empires. She just went
Assuming
after
that
the
people
emperors.
like William aren't innocent.
Yeah, well, you know, he's technically the emperor. I don't know. Maybe he's telling the truth, and that was her plan, or at
He
least what
has to be because
she
it's a
said.
truth field. Like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, but she's obviously lying to him.
Oh yeah, that's certainly possible.
Yeah, you just tell the truth as you perceive it, even if it's not the actual truth.
What do you know of the late Emperor's death? Or the family, I would rather
He
know.
said before that he knew
He already
nothing.
said he knows nothing special. He only knows public information.
Well, that was before we had him under us, and that
No,
was...
it was after.
No, no.
Hmm.
You truth spelled him, and
I didn't.
No, the Archmage didn't. Nobody asked.
What do you know of the missing prince? Anything?
Well, I know Colrune I know Colrune keeps searching for him. I doubt he's ever going to show up, but
Mm-hmm.
you do as you do.
What was that guy that got thrown off the balcony? I know there's a lot of them, but the one
there's an alarming.
the one that the Empress liked.
It was the former Imperial champion. Well, sure. Did he know anything about that?
The balcony collapsed on him. So I know.
it was a freak accident, from what we gathered. That
Mhm.
didn't really seem like a freak accident. But
I mean,
nobody
it's highly
knows
suspicious.
about it.
People keep falling from stuff all the time.
Yeah, but like nobody knows about it.
Defenestration Nation.
Yes. Everyone keeps falling out of things and down to things, so everyone keeps have their memories rewritten and erased all the time. It's really annoying.
Look,
All this crap.
I'm sure you suspect me of murdering everyone who know who's died in the family.
Pretty much, yes.
What is...
Unfortunately, I'm no kinslayer. I had no plan on slaying any of them. I haven't done any. So.
Except
Except the Empress.
That's a black spot on my
He
record.
pauses for a moment.
just one.
I would have rather a solution where the Empress wasn't dead, and right now she's not.
Well, that is nothing to do with you. Anyway, what is with the Jade Guard?
I set them up years ago to be able to do covert activities for me without the Crown's name attached. They rebelled against me and started doing things by themselves.
Why did they rebel against you?
The same reason that anyone does. Someone paid them loads of money.
Wow.
At least that's what I think it is. That I have no way of telling for sure. They didn't tell me why they left me. They just did. I'm assuming someone paid them a lot of money at least.
Did you have anything to do with the bombing of the bridge?
The bombing of the bridge? No. I paid for that bridge's original construction. If anything, it was more a nuisance to me than anything.
Did you have anything to do with Laurel being poisoned?
Laura was poisoned. I didn't think that man could get poisoned by anything more than his own chemicals.
Well, remember your assistant?
Why?
He did get the poisoned. I would have figured he'd have something to do with you.
He didn't get orders from me.
Why did you interfere with us when we were about to take out House Ares a year ago or so? You sent the Sapphire Guard to stop us.
Oh, lovely House Ares. Looks to you. No, it was nothing personal, as I said it was. No, it was absolutely nothing personal.
And why did you do it?
They had some favors left with me, so I used them as they wanted.
Do you have any idea what the gods did to Karun?
What?
They basically punched his head in.
Colrune? I never
Yeah.
ordered anything against Colrune.
Well, he was taken in too with us.
Well, I never ordered anything to do with that. I only ordered your arrest.
Raphael shrugs. Did you finance the research at the academy that produced the plague?
Not to my knowledge.
Not that I know. Did you lick the salt lick? I don't know.
I don't remember I don't remember finding any research. My money goes to many places, but I don't remember finding any research. It's not for the Archmage.
What was your relation to Lady Florus?
Lady
Yeah.
Floros. Oh.
Tarantula, I think her name was.
Well, a few things. I was assigned as a prison warden, though before that, I'm sure you want to know more.
Yes.
She's doing well, by the way. At least as far as I know.
What? She's in a prison.
Yes. She could be doing worse right now. She's not being tortured.
But I've gathered she was supposed to get executed.
She was.
You...
Whatever reason, the guards have not got around to it yet. For my relation to her, he smirks. She was a brilliant businesswoman. I don't know where she got her funds from, but she was excellent for helping me with projects.
She married rich. That was her business plan.
She took the money from my father's bank.
But all I did is I offered her something that, if in the end that our plans succeed, that I would give her something, and in return she would help fund some of the things that were needed.
What would you give her? What did she want?
Land.
Did you know what she was funding? Because she was funding the plague, we're pretty sure. Through you. So you basically caused the plague in the city. That almost killed Northside. And forced us to oust the idiot mayor and everything.
I found...
All of this is your damn fault, you complete idiot.
Yeah. I found letters that my stepmother had wrote. She talked about someone called Kay. Is she talking about you in the letters?
Kay? You really think I would have people refer to me as Kay?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you did make a crown in my window.
Yes, but that's because at that point I was going to be discovered anyway. There was no reason trying to hide it, and I felt like trying to make an image. But Kay, now even I'm offended.
Good. Did you have an affair with my stepmother?
An affair? No. I wouldn't have two affairs.
You seem like the person who would.
Raphael blinks.
I had a diplomatic relationship, and I had my personal relationship. I wouldn't cheat on my personal one as well.
Anything else we want to ask him?
Not off the top of my head.
Do you know why the Empress wanted to acquire all that cold iron?
She said she had a personal project to do, which she wouldn't let me look at. I think it was one of the same things she threw me out a window for at one point.
Out of character, the cold iron was for William. That was the only thing that actually did anything to him.
It's the making of the conduit to channel power into that unfinished goblet we stole.
Yeah, she was trying to...
It was like a bit of
But
both.
now we're checking if he knows it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I want to know if he was aware.
Also Thief Guild, why not?
Sure.
Also, before I forget,
Tell us about this Thieves Guild.
I just forgot. What can you tell us about the Imperial Arms?
I don't think we need him to tell us much. We have the book.
It's kind of a broad question. I know I have a dagger, and I know the Empress has quite a few things.
What does she have?
Well, she has the sword back. She has some kind of key on her. She has a few other things. I don't know all of them. Other than that, the only other thing I know is I had a second one at one point, technically.
Which one was that?
Well, at one point I did have that crown, in theory. Did.
Quickly.
What do you know about the Thieves Guild?
If you find the Thieves Guild, tell the leader he's a lying bastard for me.
Oh, in what way has he lied to you?
He caused me a number of issues, and
Yes.
then by the time the storm had cleared, remember how I said I used to have 2 Imperial arms?
He stole the arms?
He stole one of them.
Oh.
Told you we should focus the fucking Thieves Guild.
We tried and we found the witch instead.
He found he took the crown and he left somewhere, and I have no idea where he is. I cannot find him.
We
But
need
he's a
to.
man.
We need to.
That's all we need to know.
Can you describe him for us in vivid detail, please?
I wish I could, but I do not know vivid detail. He always hid his face, as I kind of expected.
Can I quickly, if he knows, Riff has told you that the way that she gets the information from the book is the true name of the Imperial Arms. So if he knows the true name of the Imperial Arms, we can just find out the information about the arms.
Doesn't tell you where it is though.
No.
Laurel's gonna hang out with that dagger on the airship as well. By the way,
Okay, you have
just
a
time
dagger.
to take it to take a look at it.
Gently pet the
Study it.
dagger.
Yeah. See if I can teleport somewhere.
I think you should
Why
send
not?
it to.
Are you going to try use magic device checks to blindly activate?
No.
I think you should send it
will
to
work on that
Cash.
one.
She would love it.
No, that dagger. We might have to give that to the Empress because she knew that the king had it. So she's probably.
we
gonna let
lost
that die. Oh, he dropped it on a well. Yes. Oh.
Well, let's at least
Terrible.
like
We didn't want to go down there.
might as well
That
find
was
out
on
now,
his
yeah.
note.
It was
There
very
must have been
stinky.
It's a zombie. Yeah.
I would dirty my boots.
I'm not paid to kill zombies.
The gold.
The Empress would want you alive, actually.
I'm sure she wants to finish me off herself.
Probably.
Probably.
So yeah, so he doesn't know where the Thieves Guild guy is.
I can tell you where one of the bases here is. He's not there, but
Sure.
Now he knows.
Give us a base and we'll take a look at it.
he identifies a location in the port district where they are. Also tells you where all 4 exits are, so you could guard all 4 with guards if you so felt,
All right.
which would then make them like lambs to a slaughter.
What favors were you hoping to get out of the Prince Bishop?
Sim-
You said,
I had the ability to call favors on him with the information because he did not want others to know, and I used him to, whenever I needed a vote to pass, get him to agree with me, or whenever I needed him to not interfere, get him to leave. That's all. I couldn't get him to do something just downright evils, as per se. The angel inside would refuse if it was completely on the dark side.
you said you wanted me to call him here so you could get a favor out of him. Is that favor to get you out of here?
Not quite.
Then what?
There is someone I would like him to contact for me.
Who?
He looks to you with a slightly agitated look.
Good.
Lady Agatha.
Oh. Raphael can sympathize.
And now we own his ass.
Does she really care about you?
I would like to say my goodbyes.
Raphael nods and says that if the king wants to write a letter, he will see it delivered.
He needs his hands unglued for that, he says.
Yeah, well, you have
Sure.
to wait for that.
That can be arranged.
He can dictate the letter to someone who then writes it.
He could. But it's probably wants it, in his own hand or something. A
Well,
bit personal.
maybe he shouldn't have killed everybody.
Yeah, we can allow the man to write a letter of goodbye, surely.
You know, Monica just gave me a face.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's called rolling your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we should treat our prisoners humane, right?
Yeah.
Laurel is not here.
So you
We
agree?
can need to unglue him.
When Laura gets back, well, we will have him. He can write
I'm
a
sure the
goodbye letter.
Archmage can make sovereign sort of
He could.
the universal solvent if you wanted to take like.
Raphael is totally for this guy being able to write a goodbye note before he
sure.
he gets executed.
You ask the Archmage for some universal solvent.
Sure.
Do it.
You have some universal solvent.
Sentimental fool. It'll be full of code script and everything. It's terrible.
We will make we'll scrutinize it quite closely.
Do you dissolve the glue in his hands?
Yes.
Ah, he now tries. No, he doesn't. He's still
Tell
under.
someone teleport away.
He's still under the effect of the Archmage's spell.
He activates his teleportation tooth and.
Tattoo and
then. He seems quite thankful, and his arms seem to really ache from being behind his back for like the last 12 hours.
Good.
Also, mark on the map where the Thieves Guild is hiding out in the docks.
we can probably give him a bathrobe as well at this point.
Oh, sure.
He asked for a quill, so
Quill.
he can write his last words.
Sure.
What are you gonna write it on? Ah.
No.
Presumably some paper as well.
Yeah, you get some paper. Fine.
He will write two things: a letter he wants sent,
Sure.
and then he will also write out his last message to the world.
That's fine.
Go mad, kill the Empress.
Doom!
We are gonna.
Both of which are sealed. Yeah, both of which are sealed in envelopes. One of which should be read out upon his execution. One of which should be sent off to his Agatha.
Sure.
We should read them.
No, I looked when he wrote. I'm standing behind him looking what he's writing.
Yeah, we are both standing behind him.
Well, the one to Agatha is a very heartwarming one.
Raphael melts a little bit. It's like,
you can feel the love coming off.
yes. Oh, you're not all bad, Kingy. You know.
So we can feel.
You might be a devil worshipping bastard and murderer, but you know.
Flavor.
Deep down, you're a nice guy. Really?
No, it really isn't. But,
It seems his last word, other than being like partially a will written on it, or where he wants certain things, sent to. The second thing is a note to in the palace. Check behind the fourth statue in the garden.
yes.
That's where we die.
Now we're talking. Raphael's gonna run off.
If you're asking him about it, he will remain silent about it.
Raphael shall sprint to that statue because now he's curious.
You can't go there, remember?
Can't go in there, man.
Are you saying Raphael cannot go into the palace if he really wants to? Ha!
I'm saying
Away!
you get extremely.
Do you fly over the palace walls?
I might.
Really?
The Sapphire Guard may do a fallout assault on you.
No.
Zoe can go in there, for God's sake.
I have a password even, the king's password I can use.
You just use the king's pass. Like, nope, I have a access code. Wait, what?
I think they know you're not the king.
It doesn't have a name on it technically.
Just a secret.
They're just following orders. I don't think they honestly give a damn.
You know what? Zoe will follow him. She can fly faster than you.
It's a date.
It's a date, yes.
It's not a date.
Now the king is actually able to get comfortable. He's going to go to sleep until his execution.
How are you?
Does Raphael get in with the password?
Yes, the guards look like they want to slay you on the spot more than usual, but they're not going to stop.
Zoe will be next to you. I don't know where you are on the map.
There's the fourth statue in the garden, which would be around here. You count around 1, 2, 2.5, 3.
He works pretty quickly here. He doesn't really want to get spotted by anyone particular person.
Actually, the second statue really is a half statue, though, because half of it's missing, due to the Empress missing with her sword.
Sure.
Which is quite unfortunate.
It happens.
Zoe will be angry at Raphael. Why didn't you just let me do it, you idiot?
I'm curious.
But you find the fourth statue. It is a statue of It is the statue of It's a statue of the king himself in the garden.
Ew.
Well, let's.
Man, what a
let's take look.
narcissist.
What about it?
You check around it.
We do.
You do me perception checks. You get a plus 10 bonus.
Is your perception good?
It's decent.
I mean, you could always just take 20.
You examine with your furrowed brow. There's got to be something. Is that a button?
Secret button statue.
Raphael, think there's a button inside the inside the mouth of the king.
Well, he'll stick in a finger.
It'll bite his hand off.
So he's
Yeah.
gonna laugh at him.
You
Just-
push
just to
down on the
spite you.
tongue. You push down on the stone tongue,
Oh my god, really?
It tickles. Yes.
and it seems a secret compartment opens in the base of the statue.
What is in the secret compartment?
Can you open his pants now?
It has a scroll.
Put up zip.
It has a letter rolled up into a scroll.
Alright, we will take that and we will get the F out.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can. Do
There's also a thing drawn below it.
Sure.
what?
It's a crown.
Hmm.
Drawn on the base of the base of the compartment.
Sure.
Why are you using?
The same one drawn on the side of the on the same side of Zoe's house.
Hmm.
Just
Seem to have
Yeah.
practiced.
He's
Tag
like
now.
tagging stuff.
Yeah.
No, Zoe will grab a hold of Raphael. Why are you using the king's thingy, not your own?
I don't have it anymore.
Why not?
Because they just got angry at me.
What?
He nods.
The Empress what?
She got angry.
Well, yeah, that's nothing new.
Angrier than you.
Well, she kind of locked herself in the bathroom, or I mean, the chapel, and basically threw me out.
What did you do?
He shrugs. Scratches
What
his
is that
head.
sound? Sound of something rubbing.
Stop rubbing, Halldamir.
It's good now.
Rubbing? I'm not doing shit.
It came from you.
Really?
So what did you do,
Wasn't moving.
idiot?
I tried to get her to answer a few questions. She didn't really like it, and the travel to the diplomatic meeting was quite stressful, as I told you. All in all, she kind of broke down a bit, I think. I'm hoping she will calm down and I can talk to her again, because I would like to.
I don't understand you.
I know.
Oh, can I have an alchemy check?
Sure can. Where's my
Back to
treasure?
the basement.
Pilot your ship.
Let's read what's in the parchment.
What
Re-
basement are we going to, Trislan?
I guess our secret warded basement.
Yeah, let's go there.
There we go.
Say hello to William.
46.
You'll reduce the travel time down to reduce the travel time so you'll arrive back 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Alright.
We will be in her basement. We'll just walk right in. That's what we do.
Does
Well,
does
Riff will be there
Arian
anyway.
follow, or does he just sort of stay there waiting?
He flies at full speed back to the city independently.
Riff will be at her house anyway.
And we just break in otherwise. That's what we do.
I'm sure her numerous people are used to it by now.
I should hope so.
What does all this stuff say?
Raphael will read the letter.
In the warded cellar.
Yes.
Riff will have a look at the scroll. Because I'm not sure.
Oh, you're alive. Hello.
Yeah! She's alive.
Did I get all the pieces? He looks over her.
Riff
Anything
nods.
missing?
Says no. All good.
Your soul is missing, but
Soul? Yeah, but I'll be fine.
Again, if someone uses like a soul gaze on Ritholin to see like her true self, you just see
It's
this
just like a
ragged,
hole.
like barely holding
Yeah.
together being.
Riff kind of like clenches her fingers, like opens
You're a
them up,
spiritual
and it's like-
zombie.
yeah. She says, "Well, I'll feel much better once I get a little extra cash and a little extra time. I should be fine."
Rahal
smiles.
nods. More money should be coming in. The bounty on the king is quite substantial after all.
Riff smiles and says, "That will definitely help."
You could borrow some money from me. I don't have too much left, honestly, at the moment. But
Riff shrugs. Says, I need to wait a little bit anyway.
the spiritual wounds needs to heal, eh?
Riff nods. Says, yes.
Well, quite messy.
I'm not surprised.
You really need to learn how to be on a battlefield, Ritholin.
Riff scowls. Says,
Perhaps you should
"Not
train
everybody's
together with
an
me
angel."
a bit, you know?
Maybe you should learn to be incorporeal.
Riff frowns and says, "No, be what I want to be."
You could get one of the celestial armors that Raphael used.
No, because that still has an arcane spell failure. Zoe's special.
I know.
Yeah, it still has a spell failure chance, and I'd have to take like 4 feats to be able to neutralize that. So it's just
No,
not worth
in
it. the long run.
Zoe's light being form, she can't be critted
Okay.
because
Elemental.
she counts as an elemental. So why don't you get some elemental? Or just buy the scroll of
I mean,
mirror image.
Mirror image is really good. You could get the minor displacement cloak is really good.
I'm
It's
working
quite
on
pricey.
things. I'm working on things.
Well, she's kind
Don't
of
worry.
poor now, so.
Lesser quicken rod, really useful for that. crap.
I'm working on things. Don't you worry.
Well, if you haven't died 5 times,
yeah,
you
I'm
would
not
have had a
worrying.
lot of money.
I'm not worrying. I'm just trying to help.
Are you writing the letter?
I'm writing a piece of it for you.